so I decided to play Terraria, but if I look at my character, I explode. To do this, I use a software that tracks my eye movement and puts it on the screen with this purple circle, meaning if my character goes in that circle... Yeah, and I'm sure you already guessed, but using this made the game really difficult. But hey, that makes me really excited because that just makes our entire goal of beating one boss fight even more challenging. And personally, I believe that the more difficult a challenge, the more fun it is. And if you like the sound of that, then please subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Starting off, I was cutting down trees to get as much resources as I can before I explode. I headed to the left and I was lucky enough to find a cave with a chest in it. But for now, that would be the extent of our luck. Oh. Immediately, I exploded, meaning this is going to be way more difficult than I could possibly imagine. So I quickly headed down into the mines and I found a minecart track. This eventually led to a gold chest with some shoe spikes in it. But why would I be telling you that? You only clicked on this video to watch me explode. Oh. It turns out that looking at myself won't be the only problem that we're gonna face. Since I'm too focused on not looking at myself, I'm ignoring all the traps and dangerous things around me. Not just that, but it's also gonna be really difficult to place blocks. I gotta look somewhat close to... Oh my god, dude. Dude, I'm struggling to place platforms because I can't even look at them. Dude, the one on the right is way too small. I just gotta get the last walls that... Oh my god. After spending a record-breaking 6 whole minutes on this house, I was able to get only 3 suitable NPC rooms, but it was getting late, so there was nothing else I could do except go mining, which led me to come across this ice cave, which is probably where I died the most in this entire video, which would start off with me falling down a giant pit. Now, I could blame it on me not being able to see. That's only if I didn't immediately do it again after respawning. But I did devise a plan on how to get down there, but of course I have to get back there first. So halfway down the pit, there's a minecart track. If I'm able to hit it just in time, I won't take any fall damage. The only issue with that is it's way too dark to see it. Even if it wasn't dark, I couldn't look at it anyways because it's too close to my character. The thing is, there was never a pit in the first place. I just completely overshot where I was supposed to land. This is the problem that comes with not being able to look at my character because I can't see anything that goes on around me. My whole strategy for this is looking completely off screen and just using my peripheral vision to see what's around me. So there's a good chance that what you're seeing is not at all what I thought was going on. Which, yeah, that means I almost drowned a couple times, which would be way more embarrassing than exploding. But to make it a little bit easier on me, I decided to go to a different cave, because I really need some better loot if I'm going to try and defeat a boss fight like this. The merchant moved in, and no, I never noticed. I actually just now noticed in editing, which, yeah, it definitely would have helped with the mining, but to make it a little bit better, I did find a mushroom biome. Unfortunately, the only gold chest that I found had nothing good in it, but I did find 2 life crystals. And before you ask again, yeah, I did forget that drowning was a thing, and I came even closer to dying than last time. But after nearly escaping an embarrassing death, I started heading down even further into the mines. And just look at that beautiful platform placement. After being cut off by a slime, I found 2 heart crystals right next to each other. And no, this is not a sequel to my fake speedrun video. But right after finding those heart crystals, I barely looked at myself, and I had to go back up to the surface. Oh, but you poor soul. You have no clue what kind of turn this took for me. This was the turn that took me from not dying that much to dying every 5 minutes. Meaning, I'm having less and less hope that I can even beat a boss fight. So I headed down back into the ice cave, and like I usually do, I ignored the giant hole that I fell down. And just like you would expect, a skeleton Viking was ready to greet me soon after. But with just 1 frame to spare, I was able to dodge him, and I headed over to the left to find some frost boots inside a chest. But be honest, do you really think that's gonna help me? No, because I almost died to a dirt trap. Wait. Did I just dodge a trap? Dude, that was a complete accident. So after me being oblivious to almost dying, I did die. In the form of a game crash. But, you know, as much as this is heading downhill, I'm still having a lot of fun with this challenge. And if you, as a viewer, are enjoying watching this video, then please subscribe. It will help me out a lot. And I'm trying to reach 4K by the end of the month. But enough of the shameless plug, I started heading over to the corruption because I think I'm ready to fight our boss. But to get there, we had to dodge a few obstacles, like this sand antlion. But once I made it across the desert, I entered the corruption. And you may be wondering, what kind of armor do I have? Pants? Just pants. So it's not a surprise that I got scared shitless from a giant worm. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, dude, oh my god. I'm pretty sure you can kill me really quickly. Please don't follow me, oh my god. Okay, I think oh my god, oh my god. Alright, come here, pal. Alright, there we go. So I started taking the steps to summon in the Eater of Worlds, and of course, I explode. But since it was nighttime, it made the whole journey back to the corruption a whole lot more difficult. And since I was looking off screen, I started bumping into almost all my enemies. God damn it, dude. I'm not even looking at the game, so it's like really hard to see what's in front of me. I think I should be able to get back into the corruption this time. Oh my god, dude. The holes are like my worst enemy. Okay, I do have a strat I want to use for the Eater of Worlds. Ow. But it might be really difficult to set up. So after bumping into enemies for the last time heading into the corruption, I finally made it back down into our hole. That was after getting boxed up by a bunch of Eater of Souls. Oh my god, dude, they boxed me up. Get back. Oh my god. I'm at 2 hearts. I really don't want to die to an Eater of Souls. Okay, as long as there's no worms like there was last time, I should be fine. Now, getting down into the hole was a challenge in itself, but also I had to avoid all the Eater of Souls, and it made for a really difficult challenge. Considering that there were so many, it was hard not to look at myself. Like right here, I looked at myself, but for some reason the software didn't pick it up. I don't know, I'll take the grace. And since I'm about to summon the boss fight, I think it's time to reveal what my entire plan for this is. So there's a mechanic in Terraria where if you go fast enough on a minecart, you can deal damage to enemies. I'm talking about 50 damage on contact. So imagine if you just set up 2 minecarts and have them bouncing back and forth. Well, combined with the iframes, this makes for a very common speedrun strat where you can kill bosses very quickly. Meaning, there's a chance I can do this without looking at myself. So to get my plan started, I head up to this platform and I start placing down some crafting stations. This is what's going to allow us to get our minecart tracks. Once we do that, we head over to the left and try our best to place them. Oh no, dude, that's not going to work. With the Eater of Souls trying to distract me from my master plan, I start hitting them with my enchanted boomerang. Now that we have the tracks placed, I have to craft a hammer so I can hammer them into the right track type. With this finish, I tested to make sure it was working correctly. And thank God it was, because I can't deal with any of the Eater of Souls anymore. So I start throwing down bombs so it can destroy this final orb. But of course, with my luck, I was 1 short, so I had to head down and hammer it myself. And without looking at myself, I was able to summon in our first boss fight. At first it was starting to look good because I was doing a massive amount of damage to this boss. But of course, he decided to return the favor to me. Once they split up into segments, it became a little bit more difficult because I decided that I'm going to use my enchanted boomerang just to get a little bit more damage in. And soon enough, he came down to half HP, but so did I. I don't know how much HP I have, but it does not look like a lot. I think I have about 5. So with the fear of losing, I decided to do the most American thing I could. I brought out my gun. And with the traveling merchant arriving for the grand finale, I take out the Eater of Worlds and I complete this challenge. Oh, and then instantly afterwards I looked at myself. But before I close the world out, I decided to go up to the surface, talk to the traveling merchant, and get my trophy. A flamingo. Hey guys, so I just want to make a quick announcement. I'm working on something absolutely massive, like something that completely changes the Terraria PvP scene. That's a little sneak peek for what's going to happen. No more hints though. I will be uploading weekly for at least the next month because I am working on that project and it will take a lot of time. So I'm going to leave you with a bunch of content. However, the videos will not be as long, just like this one. This one's only about 9 minutes. So a good way to support me while I am away working on that video, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. It helps me out a lot and it only takes 2 seconds. Also, I do have channel members now, so if you want to join, I would greatly appreciate it. All the money that goes from members goes straight into the massive project that I'm working on. Anyways, thank you so much for watching the video all the way through, and I'll see you next week. Have a good day.